Welcome back to Gone Home, where in the last episode I think that, at least for me, I concluded that Sam and... yes, I'm still terrible with names. That Sam and Lonnie are definitely being a couple together, and that apparently I could have her room. She said that I could have her room, which either means that she is moving to possibly the attic, or she is running away, which is why the house is empty, because the parents are looking for her because she ran away. So let's first quickly take a look in here. This seems to be, I guess, if I would have to guess, I would say Mum's working room. She did have a book about painting still lifes, didn't she? Notes. Halloween show. Misfits. The Misfits. Oh, they're awesome. No, that face looks vaguely familiar, but in a way too stupidly strange way to explain here. Ask me in the comments if you want to know, and I'll see if I remember. Don't forget your costume. Steigen Lounge, 10:29, 9 p.m. 306 W. Franklin, downtown. See you there, L. Lonnie.
Sometimes you just have to lie to Mom and Dad.
True.
Like when Lonnie asked me to see a band with her and stay over at her friend's place in the city after. That's a lie to Mom and Dad's situation. But
Don't
it
know
was
if I'll
so
agree.
worth it. The girls on stage were just so loud and real and awesome. And everybody was moving together like one huge tide of sound. Between two songs, Lonnie leaned over and said, "How do you like your first show?" I was so happy. I felt tears starting in my eyes. And then she up and hugged me. I think she could tell.
Cassettes. Heavens to Betsy. Nothing can stop me. There was a cassette player in her room. God, do you remember cassette players? I remember we for a long time still had a car with a cassette player. I never really had one myself, I think, or at least not that I remember very well. Do remember that I had a Blade Discman. It's not my style. I don't think I read this, did I? Sam, stop leaving every damn light in the house on. You're as bad as your sister. Yep. Daniel called again. He wants his Nintendo game back. Daniel called. And read sternly worded letter. To whom it may concern, I, Samantha Greenbrier, am 17 years old, and am therefore an independent, fully functional human being. Questionable if anyone is ever truly independent or even fully functional. The fact that you still forbid me from going into the city on my own is, frankly, absurd. Yeah, kinda. I don't know what city they're talking about, but generally at that age, yeah, you should be allowed to do a fair number of things. Compared with Katie, who's only 3 years older than me, and yet You allowed her to go all the way across an ocean to another continent on her own. I just want to spend an evening in a normal, totally safe city on my own like a human being, and since you may also remember that I have my own car now, you can't really stop me. Warmest regards, your daughter Samantha. Yeah, okay, if they are making problems out of nothing, then maybe a bit of lying can definitely be permitted. Oh, there's a missing area. Odd. Normally you really don't want those in your house. Examine map. Lonnie, holy crap, Anna was in the library and I noticed something in the corner and found a secret passage that Ostenker has creepy old stuff in it. Oh my gosh, I've seen this before. We're skipping 6th. Oh, probably 6th hour. So their closet leads to the library? Because that's really nice that I just looked at the map, because hey, it looks perfectly normal. Because I'm now in the sewing room and then... Okay. Old house, I guess that's not completely impossible. Healthy choices, skill for a healthful life. Okay, yeah, people love being healthy. You would suspect that they would have some sewing stuff. Captain, Alaga, and First Mate. Your costume, my costume. Oh. Cool. For some reason I had a bit more future-y in mind when I read it. I would suspect though that the sewing room would have some sewing stuff in it. Wildfire. He saved her from the raging flames, and then things really heated up. Oh, Christ. Okay, so yeah, that's a thing. The lights are on, but the attic is locked. And if I'm not mistaken, that is just kind of an air vent. That's what it looks like, but it's not something that's... well, we have in... It's not something I've ever seen in real life. So... oh. Okay... Whoa, no, that's a lot of, I think, newspaper clippings? Ghost Hunters, Sam and Lonnie secrets, house investigation log. Hidden compartment found, 3. Library, 1 in the upstairs hall. Okay, and foyer. No, this is the upstairs hall. And 1 in the foyer. Evidence of supernatural discovered, 0. Search continues. Okay. So there's one over there. And 1 leading... oh yeah, this one was connected to the library, wasn't it? And the basement is Still locked. Odd. You generally wouldn't have something like this in... I mean, why would you want to have something like this in your house? I mean, sure, air compartments are great for isolation, but this seems to be in the middle of the house, making it very not useful. Or at least not really. I mean, maybe for internal, not heating things over, but I can't think of a reason. I mean, secret passageway, yay, but why would you need something like that in a regular house? Great, thank you. For God so loved the world, he gave his only son. As you can probably guess by how I said that, I have a mindset of he is God, he really shouldn't have to worry about that type of stuff, now should he? And of course now I'm starting to get, well, not so much paranoid, but 0451. November 1st, 1994. Dear Terence, David asked me to write you regarding the reviews you've been submitting the last few months. Frankly, they're becoming more trouble than they're worth from an editing standpoint. There's a word limit. It's your job to stay under it, not mine to cut back to it. Even then, it's becoming harder and harder to weed out tangents and non sequiturs from the usable copy without heavy rewrites. The readers of home theater Africanado, no idea, Aficionado, name, want to hear about the quality and value of the hardware, not ruminations of your childhood. Really, come on, dude. If it were up to me, I wouldn't be writing this letter. I would just be cutting you loose. There's tons of you guys half your age who would take half your rate to write stuff I could actually use. But David's known you for a long time. And he's the boss, so I'm giving you one more shot on his say-so. You should write him a nice note thanking him for his patience and generosity. Looking for your old stuff and start submitting reviews like that again. Then everybody will be happy. That didn't seem to be in a great place, did he? A writer who can't get his work published. And then there's a secret compartment over here. Heaven, at the edge of the world. Private, do not read. The Green Glacier, Part 2. Samantha Greenbrier, 9th grade. Written in 1992. So she would be early teens. I'm doing this very late at night, as you can probably guess. I'm kind of sleepy. Oliver and his scouting party peered down wearily through the dense canopy of rustling leaves from the perch high in the forest branches. Mere feet away, sunlight shone brightly off the inner ice walls of the glacial basin in which the forest grew. It was a strange sight indeed, such lushness juxtaposed with the frigid ice formations. Allegra leapt forward without hesitation, bounding through the high branches. The first mate had been captured by the Green Glacier's Amazonian tribe. his life hang in the balance. We have to hurry. Allegra's body followed behind, moving quietly as a breeze through the greenery. Allegra landed in the clearing and shouted, "Stop!" She saw the Queen Amazonian up on her pedestal, reaching for the lever that would drop her first mate into the vat below. She shouted, "No!" and flung her saber at the Amazon's reaching hand, but it was too late. The first mate screamed as he fell towards the water, then splashed down, and all was eerily silent. Allegra looked on, frozen in fear and remorse. She had been a moment too late. But then, from the vat, something began to emerge. The head of dark brown hair, just like the first mate. Then the shoulders and sleeves of his coat, soaking wet. But as the figure stood and the water poured down, Allegra saw that the first mate had changed. He was no longer a man at all. In fact, what looked back at her were the eyes, the face, the hair and the hands, and the body of a woman. Still in the first mate's clothes, still the first mate. She spoke in a soft, clear voice. "Captain?" The Amazonian queen said, "She is one of us now. She is ours." Allegra drew her magical flintlock pistols from her belt, and her crew readied their swords. Allegra glared into the queen's eyes and said, "That's the love of my life, and you can't have her." Does that sound like somebody is writing fanfic with standard romance and then figuring out that the romance they want to write about is actually homosexual romance, and so, hey, let's make one of the characters. I don't want to give up on all my work, so let's make one of the characters the now preferred gender. Yeah, I guess I can see why people were not the biggest fan of this game. If it contains both homosexuality and, well, some trans stuff like this, people tend to be... There are too close-minded people out there. 51. Okay, so that's no help. Something right 3 times. Stop at. Full turn passing. Okay. The property of Sam. Private. Okay. Do I have a backpack or something? I do. Awesome. Oh. Anyway. Neat. Let's have a look. What else was there? There's something still in the library? If I missed something then... It should be... Oh, here we go. What's this folder? 0451. The Misfits. Saturday, October 28th. Plus special guest, Maidenhead. Okay.
At Todd's brother's place after the show, there was only a futon to sleep on, so Lonnie and I shared it. The lights went out. I was turned toward her. My eyes started to adjust, and then I could see she was looking at me, too. In the dark, she smiled. My heart was beating so fast. I rolled over. I felt so, I don't know, nervous. After a minute, she put her arm around me and was so close and whispered in my ear, "I really like you." I just nodded my head, and I really hope she could tell. I really hope that she meant what I think she did. I felt like a shook-up can of soda ever since. I hope we have the chance to talk before I explode.
Yeah, just in case that's... okay, so that's not it. But yeah, just in case that it wasn't clear for somebody, now it really, I guess, should be. Okay, so hopefully the second part is over. Hey, that looks like it. Ouija board. Not really something interesting, but oh well. One. Hello? Hello. Who are you? Oscar. What do you want? To come back. Funny, isn't it, how you can... how your body can do some weird stuff. Please tell me that it will combine. Hooray, thank you. 051. To open. To invert number right 3 times. Okay. Hopefully it's not something like that, and instead it's just... 051. And the key. Please put the
Lonnie
key
came over
at it.
today, but everything was different. She was sitting at my desk chair, and she wouldn't look at me. Finally, I asked her what was going on. She said she felt like she'd done something wrong that night in the city. Like I must think... But I said no. There was nothing wrong. I just wanted to say... But I couldn't find the words. I felt like I was gonna cry, but I wasn't sad. She got up and sat next to me on the bed. I looked at her. Lonnie, do you think you could ever... And that's when she kissed me.
They sound so happy. Well... they sound so happy together. Oh. And it's just some cheat codes, well, not cheat codes, but some tactics for playing a game. Gosh, Sam. Gentleman, a magazine for man. Yeah, okay, so, she definitely seemed to be into girls. Lonnie. With that red hair. Oh, that's not healthy. Just, why would you do that? Why would you smoke? I mean, it just kills you. Why would you... just in general, why would you? A lot of fire alarms around the place. I mean, very safe and all, but how many of the damn things do you need? Okay, odd to go from the patterned walls to pure white. looks a lot like... Oh god, this is one of those words that I don't know the name of. In Dutch it's vakbouwhuis. It's a certain type of how you build homes, which is very, I think, northern. It's very... I know it's from places in France that are near Germany or places of Germany that are near France, but no idea where it's... what place it's all around. This is the binder. And... dear Samantha, I would like to cordially thank you for having me to that abode for the Thanksgiving holiday with your lovely family. I enjoyed the flavorful potatoes, and it also was weird being around your parents for that long, but it was pretty fun how impossible it is for your dad not to be awkward for more than 30 seconds at a time. Very cordial yours, your close friend and confident Lonnie D. And then a funny man saying quiet. Okay. And these are... no, potato chips. With a closure on them. And a very different type of closure than that we have, which is why I didn't recognize it. And a lot more of my stuff. Jesus Christ, how much of my stuff did they have? Oh man, one of my old 6 ed assignments. It's important. Okay, so the same way, the same assignment that Sam did, but instead of writing a story about a woman turned resistance fighter in Russia, it's just the assignment. Why would they keep it though? K is for kind, A is for amazing, I is for intelligent, D is for talented, L is for light-hearted, I is for important, N is for nice. Their parents were a bit of holders, weren't they? I mean, seriously, how many things do you need in boxes? You should never have this many things in boxes. Well, to be fair, we also have a lot of things in boxes in the attic, of course, but at least they're not out in the open, they're in cupboards. Boiler? Yeah, I never had a glowing boiler. Reed College, Office of Administration and Financial Aid. January 24, 1995. Samantha Greenbrier, 1 Aber Hill, Boone County. Dear Samantha, congratulations. I am pleased to inform you that your admission to the creative writing track of the Reed College summer program for young scholars for its 1995 session. We believe you have much to contribute to the Reed College community. Based on your portfolio and academic record, I am also pleased to offer you your financial aid to cover 75% of the summer program's tuition and fees. The attached documentation delineates your schedule, optional secondary track choices, and your nominatory assignment. Please remember to submit the attached form if you wish to be eligible for one of the free Reed full-time undergraduate scholarships to be awarded to exemplary students at the end of each summer program. We very much look forward to your attendance. Again, congratulations to your admission and best wishes from all of us at Reed College. Creative writing track. From what I've seen of it, it seems to be something that would fit her quite nicely. And if it's something that she wanted to do, good for her.
I'm I'm so stupid sometimes. I was telling Lonnie that I got into my college summer program thing, and I was all making plans like, you should come visit me, stay in my dorm room. But she said, Sam, I ship out on June 6th. I was like, ship out? To where? She said, to basic training. What did you think I was doing all that ROTC stuff for? I guess she's been planning to join the army right after high school since she was like 12. And I guess she's really going to do it. So I was like, after graduation, I'm just never going to see you again? She said, let's just have fun while we can.
Will good things ever last? I guess that depends on what you mean with last. See you in the next one.